of the Sinhala Association in the UK. Thank you very much for being with us. How do you think this victory will be, the reaction to it in the diaspora, in the Sri Lankan diaspora?
I think it's a great day of rejoice to all the peace-loving Sri Lankans, be it Sinhalese, Tamils or Muslims, because we have suffered for over 30 years, one of the worst terrorists, described even by the FBI as the most ruthless terrorist organization in the world. Now, that actually the Tamil people have suffered under the LTT more than anyone else. They have massacred Tamil leaders, including the Tamil Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka, Lakshman Kadiragama, and the previous TULF leaders.
So you say that they'll be rejoicing, but clearly there are going to be many Tamils, many of whom supported Prabhakaran, many of whom felt discriminated by a Sri Lankan government. They're not going to be cheering until they find out what's going to happen now.
Actually, this charge of discrimination that have been spread all over the world is completely untrue. Where the
Tamil... tens of thousands of Tamil people left Sri Lanka for no reason at all. They just thought they'd go and live in Toronto or London or wherever, you know.
Well, tens of thousands of Sinhalese also have left Sri Lanka for economic reasons. There are 500,000 Sinhalese working in the Middle East.
Those are economic migrants.
Yeah.
Are you saying there are no Tamils who left because of political reasons, because there was discrimination?
No, there aren't. I mean, everybody who has come here and who starts talking about they have been discriminated, they have had all the professionals, they have had a free education in Sri Lanka. You know, Sri Lanka is the only country in the world where Tamil is an official language.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
People have been leaving Sri Lanka, Tamil people have been leaving Sri Lanka for 25, 30 years, some of them even longer. What I'm putting it to you is that there must have been a problem there, and what I'd like you to address is in what sense that problem is now going to be addressed. I think most people agree it's better not to have a war, but what happens now?
You see, they always, I mean, there are Tamil cabinet ministers in the government, and there have been discussions with Tamil groups about the so-called Tamil grievances. We have asked repeatedly the Sri Lankan government, some of the Sinhala leaders, can you specify these Tamil grievances that they're talking about? And now, when they couldn't, they have turned it to saying...
What do you mean they couldn't? There's been 30 years of conflict. I mean, you can't just deride that and say there was never an issue, that somehow Tamil people were so stupid as to go to war for nothing at all.
No, the issue was this. In South India, where 70 million Tamils live, they attempted to set up a Tamil state called Ilam in the 60s, and the Indian government crushed that. And now, after that, if you read their writing, the 1976, when they declared that we want a separate state, actually, in the preamble, they say, we are 100 million Tamils all over the world. We do not have a homeland. So we have decided to set up a homeland in Sri Lanka. Now, the problem of, completely misleading the youths of the country, saying, oh, there was a Tamil kingdom, this is your homeland.
We don't have a huge amount of time left, so from your point of view, from the Sinhala Association, the government need not do anything other than claim this victory and go on as if nothing had happened.
No. I mean, there are, as I say, if there are grievances, the grievances are not limited to one community only. The Tamil people live quite harmoniously in single areas. In the south, 60% of the Tamils live there. And I come from that area where my neighbors are all Tamil people. And we have lived happily with the Tamils. There is no a clash between just racist clash in that sense. But unfortunately, a leadership that emerged, a terrorist leadership, completely misled the youths. And now we see even demonstrations in London where they bring in the next generation of Tamil, small boys and girls, and brainwashing them to say, this is why you have left the country. I mean, people who have left the country, I mean, we have had...
We're going to have to stop it there. Douglas Wickramaratne, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
The World Health